Ancient prophecies, did they predict the end of the world? From cryptic prophecies carved into stone to celestial omens, ancient civilizations believed the end of the world was inevitable. The Mayans, the Norse, the ancient Chinese, they all looked to the stars and saw the same thing, the end. But were these visions of fire and flood, of angry gods and celestial upheaval, glimpses of the future? Or were they simply stories to make sense of a chaotic universe? Join us as we unravel the most chilling doomsday prophecies from the past and ask, could any of these ancient visions still come true? Let's start with a real crowd pleaser, the Mayan calendar and the 2012 phenomenon. This topic has fascinated people for years, sparking countless theories and discussions. Now, full disclosure, the world did not end in 2012. We're here, still talking about it. Despite the hype and the fear, life continued as usual. The Mayans were onto something. Their calendar wasn't predicting the end of the world, it was marking the end of a cycle, a big one. This cycle was part of their intricate understanding of time. The Mayans were obsessed with time, not just on our human scale, but cosmic time. They viewed time as a series of interconnected cycles, each with its own significance. They had calendars for everything, the movements of the stars, the phases of the moon, and the cycles of the planets. Their astronomical knowledge was incredibly advanced for their time. The cycles of the planets were meticulously recorded, showing their deep connection to the cosmos. They even tracked the slow dance of our galaxy, understanding the grand scale of celestial movements. The calendar that freaked everyone out is called the Long Count, a cycle of roughly 5,125 years, ending in 2012. This was just one of many cycles they observed. For the Mayans, the end of a cycle wasn't something to be feared. It was a time of transition, of renewal. They saw it as an opportunity for growth and change. Imagine a cosmic reset button, hitting zero and starting the clock all over again. This reset was a chance to begin anew, to embrace new possibilities. The Mayans remind us that the universe operates on scales of time and space that dwarf our own. Their perspective encourages us to think beyond our immediate concerns. While they may not have predicted the end of the world, they understood that profound change is the one constant in the universe. This insight is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. The Mayans teach us that change is inevitable, and it's how we respond to it that defines our journey. Embracing change can lead to growth and new beginnings, and that's a lesson worth remembering. The wisdom of the Mayans continues to inspire us to look at the bigger picture and to appreciate the cycles of life and the cosmos. Now let's journey north to the land of the Vikings and delve into their epic vision of the end, Ragnarok. This isn't your average apocalypse. This is the twilight of the gods. Imagine a celestial battlefield where giants clash with gods, where the very fabric of reality unravels. Monstrous wolves chase the sun and moon, plunging the world into darkness. Loki leads an army of giants against the gods. Amidst the chaos, Thor wields his mighty hammer against Jormungandr, the world serpent. Whether a prophecy or a metaphor, Ragnarok reflects a deep-seated human fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of the end. Let's shift gears and travel east to ancient China, a civilization deeply fascinated and obsessed with the heavens. The ancient Chinese were meticulous astronomers, charting the movements of the stars and planets with astounding accuracy. They spent countless nights observing the sky, recording every celestial event with precision. They believed the heavens held the key to understanding humanity's fate. The stars and planets were not just distant objects, they were integral to the very fabric of life on Earth. The cosmos was a delicately balanced system with Earth at its center. This geocentric view shaped their understanding of the universe and their place within it. Any disruption in this balance could have dire consequences. Natural phenomena were seen as messages from the heavens, warning of potential disasters or significant changes. Comets, eclipses, supernovae, These weren't just astronomical events, they were omens. Each event was meticulously recorded and interpreted by scholars and astrologers. They had a term for it, Qianming, the mandate of heaven. This concept was central to their belief system, dictating that the emperor's right to rule was granted by the heavens. Emperors ruled with the blessing of the cosmos, and celestial events could signal their downfall. A comet or an eclipse could be seen as a sign that the emperor had lost the mandate of heaven. Even today, a comet streaking across the sky makes us pause and wonder, are we alone in the universe? The ancient Chinese saw these events as profound messages, and their legacy continues to inspire our curiosity about the cosmos. Chapter 4: The Kali Yuga Descent into Chaos. Our journey takes us to ancient India and the Hindu concept of the Yuga cycles, vast epochs of time governing cosmic energy. These cycles are not just historical periods, but are deeply embedded in the spiritual and cosmic fabric of the universe. Imagine time as a circle, constantly cycling through creation, preservation, and destruction. This cyclical nature is reflected in the architecture and art of ancient India, where every design tells a story of cosmic balance. We find ourselves in the Kali Yuga, the age of darkness. This is a time marked by moral decline and spiritual degradation, symbolized by the fierce goddess Kali. The Kali Yuga isn't about a sudden end. It's a gradual descent into chaos and discord. The streets of ancient India, once bustling with spiritual activity, now reflect a world in turmoil. According to Hindu scriptures, the Kali Yuga began thousands of years ago, and it's been downhill ever since. The texts detail a world where virtues are in decline and vices are on the rise. It's an age where greed, envy, and conflict reign supreme, where spiritual wisdom is forgotten. The art and mythology of the time depict a society grappling with its darker instincts, but the Kali Yuga isn't the end, it's part of a cycle. Just as night follows day, this age of darkness will eventually give way to light. Light will eventually follow darkness, leading to a new golden age. This belief offers hope and a reminder that every end is a new beginning. The Kali Yuga serves as a cosmic reality check, reminding us we're part of something much larger. It encourages us to look beyond the immediate chaos and understand the grand design of the universe. Chapter 5: Echoes of Apocalypse, Doomsday Predictions Across Cultures. The human fascination with the end of the world knows no cultural boundaries. From flood myths to the Aztec belief in cyclical destructions, the theme of apocalypse is universal. Take Noah's Ark, a story of divine wrath and survival. Similar flood myths appear worldwide. Or the Aztecs, who believed in multiple creations and destructions of the universe, each ending in a cataclysm. These stories may seem like ancient history, but they speak to a primal fear of the unknown. They remind us we are a small part of a vast universe, one that will continue long after we're gone. And that's a humbling thought. Chapter 6: The Enduring Allure of the Apocalypse. We've explored ancient prophecies of doom, but why are we so drawn to these stories? Is it morbid curiosity or a recognition of our own mortality? Perhaps these stories serve as a reminder of our vulnerability and the consequences of our actions. Or maybe they offer comfort, a sense of perspective in a chaotic world. The human fascination with the end of the world is as old as civilization itself. And as long as we look up at the stars, these prophecies will continue to resonate. Outro: the end, or just the beginning? While none of these ancient prophecies have come true in their entirety, they remind us of humanity's fascination with the end of days. From the Mayans to the Norse, every culture has grappled with the idea of its own mortality. Are these warnings merely myths, or do they hold truths we have yet to uncover? Let us know which prophecy you find most intriguing in the comments below. And who knows, maybe by exploring these ancient warnings we can learn something about ourselves and our place in the cosmos.